Ignore the dog in the background, it's not mine. I wanted to use my ratchet, my electric ratchet, but I don't have the right conversion for it. Never mind. Is that? Oh no, that can stay on that bit. Just pulling out. Yeah, I've just put it on those ramps. I know this one's off just slightly, but the wheel's resting in the middle bit, not on the end. But I need to get underneath it. Are these? No, they're not bloody. They're not Phillips, are they? What am I looking at? That plastic lip stays there. So this little shitty lippy thing should be there. I'm guessing behind the wheel arch there's bound to be some sort of dodgy screw. Can't get in there with that. Didn't even need to do the well, that's just hanging off. Just need to do 2 screws on the wheel arch liner. Can I get in there with that one? No. Oh, that just come out anyway. Still on there. Anyway, this should pull out now. So you just pull it out. Oops. Yeah, there you go. Have we got any crash bar sensors? No, we've got fog lights, so nice. We can get that bit off now, just to get out of the way. There's only one clip on it. Oh, let's just not worry about it. There we go. In fact, now we're going to get it off. So from the back, obviously, it looks different. Is the foam okay? Yeah. Good old foam. There's a crack there, look. Is there any cracks on that? No, fog lights are okay. There's a bit here, look. And that's a bit wobbly, so something's going on there. But yeah, bit annoying. Might have to get a new bumper after all. But I do like fixing them. Like bringing them back to their former glory. Anyway, so crash bar obviously is bent. Radiator is bent, and it's just pushed. Oh yeah, look, there you go. Look. It's just broke off there. That one's still on down there. Kind of looks like it. That one's all right. But it's not as bad as it looked. What's that there? Outside temperature switch? Yeah. And that still works, so that's good. So I wonder if we can just lift that back up and put it back. Something like that. Yeah. What I wanted to know more than anything was to know if this was damaged. It doesn't look damaged. This bit, whatever this bit is, that's survived. It's not broke, so that's good. Obviously it's the bumper reinforcer. Makes you laugh even though it's plastic. And that bottom support didn't break either. Let me show you underneath. So yeah, this is survived. Fabulous. Oh, let's get the camera under. So yeah, the radiator is just pushed in a bit. That looks alright. Chassis legs are fine. It's relatively minor tap. And we've got a bit of weeping going on around here. But it's not dripping. Any suggestions on what that is, guys? Maybe there's something at the top leaking. Got a bit of here as well. Maybe I'll clean it up and it won't be so bad. It's a bit over here. But I guess that's just flicking down. Maybe we can reseal that. Probably just a little something going on, I don't know. I'm no mechanic really. I just fix plastic things. Apart from that, it's okay. Relatively straightforward then. The horn's alright, so that's the crescent, that's the outside temperature which sat in there, in that hole, I think. All the lights are okay. The light brackets are okay. Wires, they survived. Headlights survived, that's always something, isn't it? Because they're always the most expensive thing. But then looking online at the parts for this car, nothing seems expensive for this car. Even the mud guards, liners, even the plastic bits there, bumper brackets, fine. Headlight brackets, fine. Just the crash panel, really. So we get that off. And I guess we'll have to get the radiator off. The only other thing I'm concerned about is this. Let me put you on a tripod and see what we can do. Come on, get in there. So let's zoom you in a bit. So what we're trying to achieve is why the bonnet doesn't shut properly. It may have pushed backwards a bit. Let me have a look at those. They don't even look like they've moved. But the bonnet sits fine once it's down. It's not... Oh, actually, I'm just thinking now, maybe it's that dent that's hitting it on the way down. No, it's not the dent hitting it on the way down. Maybe the bonnet has moved slightly over. See, they're lining up there, it's perfect. Let's try and just whack it down. Let's have a look now. They look like they line up fine. What's the gap on that headlight? Yeah, it might have moved a little bit. Let's find something we can... I'm thinking the bonnet's moved slightly. It's got a bit of broken plastic here and it just about fits down there. At the top it does. Towards the bottom it doesn't. Yeah, so the bonnet has moved this way. That's okay, isn't it? We can push that back a bit. Let me release the bonnet. That explains why it's slightly misaligned. Not quite. I think it's pulled the wing out a little bit there. We'll have to put the puller on it, I guess. Just to pull it over a bit. As you can see it flexing, or we could just unscrew the bolts and just shift it over a fraction. But yeah, that's neither here or there. So I don't think that is damaged, it's just the bonnet. It's obviously because of the dent. It's just nudged it over and it's... No, it's not been rubbing. Right, so we need to take the headlights out to get to the bolt, because it's being covered by this bracket. That one, that one. How annoying. You would have to take the wing, the bumper off to get to the headlight. Nice. A bit more. Yep, there we go. One headlight. At least I can change the bulb when I'm here. So I take the headlight out. These are just plastic caps that go over. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, eh? And that one is just sort of hanging off. Hopefully I'll remember where they went. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Not like he off. Should. Oh, don't want it to do that, do we? Yeah. One crash bar. Let's give you a tour of what it looks like now. So, you got a little bit of dented metal. Zoom you out. We are out, aren't we? Nothing too untoward. I think that's pushed out a little bit. Yeah, you can just see it. It's only slightly. Yeah, no. Put my hand in the way so it will focus. That's it really. Whoopie-doo, eh? Right, I'm going to have a butcher's at this radiator and see where we're getting on. Now it's dented a bit. That's the AC, isn't it? Oh, I don't want to be taking that off, do I? I'm going to have a look at that, and I don't know anything about taking these off. I mean, obviously the fan unit behind it is easy. Yeah, there's birds and all sorts in that, but not that. I mean, it's definitely not leaking because it's been used. It's slightly dented, but nothing dramatic. It's definitely not leaking, but yeah, you can obviously, it's obviously AC, and I don't want to take it off because, you know, I can't release those gases into the air, as we should all know. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to release it and push it forward just so I can have a look at it and check the radiator behind. I'll sort the radiator, but this I'm not going to touch. I will get some advice online and see if you can cap it off or whatever, but I'm not going to take it off, and if I have to, I take it to a specialist and they can sort it out. But yeah, or I just, if I can get the radiator back on, I might just put it back on for now and leave it, and then I'll just worry about the rest of it, because I don't have to worry about that at the moment. It's not important. Doing the rest of it's fine. I mean, it's only broke off its mount, and I just want to see what the radiator looks like behind. It looks all right. I think it's literally just broke off that lug. But yeah, I'll leave that for now. I say I'm going to look at it now, just to double check that it's not completely broke behind. But aside from fixing it, I won't. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute once I've had a look at it, because there's no point in me showing you the bit behind there. You're not really going to see that, are you? Right, I've got the AC out condenser. It's got a few knobbles in it, but yeah, it's not punctured, as we know, because the AC works. Radiator, now I'm shaking it a bit. There seems to be some water dripping out of it. The expansion tank has not lost its water, and the car's not showing that it's low on water. I have washed this car and I washed the front, so I'm thinking that the water, because it's on the top as well, look. So clearly I've got some, was that oil? I don't know. It's not dripping. there's only that mark, so it's not worth changing for that. And if I shake it, oh, there's no water coming out of it now, so it must be just water residue, I think. And it's not coloured. There's no colour in that. It would be orange, wouldn't it? I don't know, it's like orange, does it? It's definitely orange water or red water. I think it's just water that's just sat in it. I don't know. Bit of a weird one, that. It's not dripped any water up until me touching it. So, I'm sure people's opinions in the comments might be different to mine, but I think for now I'm going to just refit it and put it back on and go with the flow, because it's literally a mark. It's just it. That is it. It's not completely smashed apart. Let's get let me get my phone and take the pictures of the part numbers, because if we do reassemble it, we'll know what part we're looking for, don't we? See, that water's just not leaking, it's just drying up. There's just a slight bit of water. Is it leaking? I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I'm not going to do is I'm going to reassemble it and then we'll see how we go. If it leaks, I'll change it. If it doesn't leak, then I'm going to leave it. With this, I'll get some further advice on it. I'll take it to my local garage because they deal with my cars for me, that bits I can't do, and just get their opinion. And I'm sure it needs changing because it is a bit curvy and wavy, but let me know in the comments what you would do with that. As I say, it's not leaking, so I'm just going to put this back because I need to move the car around and stuff, so I need something there for now, and then I'll make the decision what I'm going to do. Certainly not as bad as I thought it was. Looks lovely like that, doesn't it? Right, let me put these bits back on and then I'll come back to you. Right, got the grill back on. Look, the fan surround and the AC. It's sat back in its lugs. I was able to put the lug back in and repair it slightly. But it's all there and it's going to be usable for now, just to move the car around. I've not had any more water. That's a bit of fresh water. I was a bit naive then. I thought, oh, the water's low, I better fill it up. Then I realised I've got it on stands. So yeah. And this is another annoying thing. This happens all the time on cars I buy. Probably not going to do it now, is it? Oh yeah, there it is. The black cap stays in there. And it's supposed to sit on those little lugs. Highly annoying. I've had quite a few cars that do that. So you have to force it out and then put it back on the cap. But you find that sometimes that happens and people don't fill the expansion tank up because they're actually like, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. And then they just leave it. But yeah, ironic. Right, that's that for now. Why do people need to do that? Oddballs. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments about the radiator and what you would do. Obviously, I'm not saying that I'm going to leave it as it is. It's just I don't want to mess around with the AC condenser. Radiator is different. I can sort that out. I think it's leaking. I'm not sure. Anyone's opinion. It's not, I mean, I can see it now. There's nothing dripping out of it at all. I'll put some more water on it when it's flat, coolant, and then I'm going to run the engine and see if we get any drips. But I mean, I've had the car for a few days before I even came in the garden and kept checking on the floor to see if there's any water or oil, and there was nothing. So is it dripping? I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Hopefully you've liked this video. Obviously there's more to come on this car, so I'm going to order some parts. I'm going to order the bumper. I think I might have a go off camera about repairing it, see where I get. You never know. Probably not. Probably just order a new one. I think I can get the whole lot for like 100 quid I've seen. Preferably in colour. If it's in colour, at least I can do a little bit of a blend in then instead of just having to mess around with it all. But anyway, I'll order the parts and then I'll come back to you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and like the video if you enjoyed it as well, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not.